You said women should date multiple men at a time.
I didn't say have sex with. No, don't have sex with them. Date them.
Date multiple. How many? When you say multiple men,
3.
3 men is more. More would be okay though, as long as you're not having sex with them.
I think it would be way too hard to date more than 3 men at a time.
Okay, so I mean.
Soulfist donated $100.
Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you.
All of society's degenerates were raised by single mothers. Criminals, sex workers, drug addicts, alcoholics, etc. A single mom cannot stop a teenage boy if he decides he no longer wants to listen.
I think we need dads. We need dads. Single moms are bad. We need.
Thank you, Soulfist, for that. So you said that women should date multiple men at a time. Should men date multiple women at a time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll give you my point of view on this. If I was dating a girl and she told me that she was dating other men, that would be a goodbye. And I don't know if we talked about this when you were
How many dates in? Like if it's like you're going on a first date and you just went on a first date last week, or you've been seeing this girl now for a whole month, you've gone on 3 dates, you're gone on 3 dates with 3 other girls. Like I feel there's a spectrum here.
Yeah. So I'm a loyalist, absolutist.
So you go on a date with one girl.
She has to be single, properly single.
How recently, if she went on a first date on the week before your first date?
How recently can she have last been on a date? Look, maybe I should try.
Because I'm also a loyalist. I only date one man at one time.
Okay, yeah. So here's the easiest way for me to explain this. If I go on the first date with you and you want to go on a second date with me, it has to be a wrap with those other dudes.
Okay.
So I can I'll give you a little leeway if there was, if you were sleeping with another guy and I went on a first date with you, done.
Yeah, I think if a woman starts sleeping with a guy, she shouldn't be dating other men.
That's the leeway I'll give. But if I go on the first date with you and you want to see me again, it's got to be done with those other dudes. Bare minimum.
Okay. On the second date.
No, if I go on the first date with you and you want to see me again, you can't be going
on another date.
Why? What promises? Why? Why does a woman have to give up all her choices?
Are you going to be going on another second date?
I fucking am a sniper. I'll laser in on a chick. If I like her, I like her, and that's it.
Well, how does she know that? Are you going
I'm gonna tell her.
What does that mean?
Fuck, I'll tell her before the first date.
Words don't mean anything.
I'll see how far I can push the boundary. I'll be like, yeah, I don't want you talking to other dudes.
See, I think that's respectable.
First message. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Brian. You must swear off all other men. In fact, even if we only go on a date and it doesn't go anywhere, you have to join the nunnery.
If you're being
that's how fucking extremist. I'm a fucking extremist on this shit.
If you are saying that you want to be exclusive with her, and so you're not dating anyone else, and she's not gonna date anyone else, then you both agreed that you don't want to date anyone else, and that seems fine. That's
shizzle.
Yeah.
I think third date in, a woman shouldn't be seeing more than another, maybe 2 people at the same time, because I think if you're investing your time into actually going on a date with a man, you're showing him interest, and after a first date, if you don't want to go on a second date, you're done. But you shouldn't be seeing, I think, 3 to 4 men and entertaining multiple men at the same time. I think you date 3 men, go on 3 dates. If you don't like him after 3 dates, you toss him.
If I'm trying to schedule a date with a girl I like for Friday night, for Friday evening, and she's like, sorry, I'm going on a date with another guy. Okay.
Yeah,
it's over.
It's
fair.
Done. That's fair. If you don't want to,
I don't want it.
Wait, you should. I'm not.
I don't want it.
That's cool.
I don't think women should be dating multiple men.
I think they should have They should date one guy 3 dates. Give him 3 dates. If you don't like him.
Oh, that's not dating men, multiple men.
I don't think you should date 3 men for forever. You should give him 3 dates, and if you don't like him, you should tell him. And then until you find the one you want to marry.
Talking to more than one person at the same time?
Look, you can do what you want, but again, I'm a fucking extremist on this, I guess. Hold on.
Hilly donated $100. Monogamy is dead. The future doesn't look good. Brian is spot on. Nothing hurts more than her lying to you, and the one guy you worried about is the first person she runs to after it do work.
Also, to add to this, kind of the anecdote I gave before, like, I want a girl who's not encumbered with some like psycho ex or any of that shit. I want a girl who's properly single. So that can mean there's not some fucking weirdo ex in the picture, all the way to she's just not entertaining other dudes casually. Even for casual date, like not even hooking up. Certainly, like if she's having sex with another dude, not interested.
I don't think you
I've
should
lost
have
interest.
Sex, hook up, have kiss, be physical with a guy.
Okay, but even if she's just like talking to another dude, I want. Let me again.
Exclusive.
Maybe this was I don't even think it's extremist. This is how things just normally used to be, but shit is so fucked up now. I want a woman's undivided romantic and sexual attention as early on as possible.
Of course you do. Of course, every guy wants that.
Of course.
Why do you deserve that?
What do you mean? Why do I deserve it?
What are you giving her? Are you going to marry her? You going to have babies with her?
What?
See, I think if a man is
I don't really. Sorry, go ahead, Morgan.
I was gonna say, if a man is properly pursuing a woman and initiating a date, going on a date, then a man would receive that loyalty, I think, from a woman. That is just what a woman should do if she is also interested in that man, to where I don't think a woman even needs to be talking to and entertaining 3 to 4 men at the same time, going on 3 dates and like, didn't work out, I'm gonna toss them. Like, you can find that out with just one man and being, I'm gonna be intentional and talking to one person at a time and devoting that time to that person, getting to know them.
All right. Well, I think women don't have that much time. I think they should date 3 guys, 3 dates. 3 guys, 3 dates.
If it works, I mean, if it works for you guys, I'm just speaking from, and again, I'm probably an outlier in this regard.
I don't have time for that.
A lot of men tolerate a lot of bullshit, but me personally, like, my kind of position is like, I'm going to be entering your life like a fucking whirlwind. There's not gonna be this probationary period for 3 months where we're fucking other people. No. Boom. I meet you. It's fucking on. That's it.
That's nice. That's a nice way to be.
Like, no, I don't know how I could talk to 3 men at the same time, if I'm being so honest. Like, I could not entertain and go on different dates in 3 dates with 3 men and trying to coordinate that. That's, I think, harming a woman more than helping her.
I personally agree with that. I mean, going back into what that we were just talking about, I mean, I think I would be upset if I knew the guy I was going on a second, third date with is dating other people and taking them on dates. That would make me feel some type of way.
I came in like a wrecking ball. Sorry.
All right, then. That's good luck to you guys. I hope you guys find someone.
Well, I mean, if you go on a 3rd date with a man, right, and then he's saying, oh yeah, like, I actually have 2 more dates this weekend with these other women, I'm not really sure how I feel about you because I'm also going on these dates with these 2 other women, how would that make you feel?
He hasn't promised me sexual exclusivity. He hasn't said, like...
Well, you're not having sex, but I mean, if you knew that the guy you were interested in was also seeing 3 other women,
that's pretty common.
If he hasn't made a commitment to me, then he's free to do what he wants.
Yeah, I am kind of curious here. Can you tell me why there would actually be a moral problem? This is to TPUSA. Can you tell me why there would actually be a moral problem with a woman dating multiple men if she wasn't physically engaging with them, if she was just looking at her various suitors and trying to determine which one she preferred to be with?
I mean, she could. Anyone could do whatever they want, but I mean, even
No.
Me personally,
I know she can. We've established she can. So let me re-ask the question. What is the actual moral problem with her doing so if she's not engaging in a physical relationship with them?
If she's not engaging with a physical relationship with them, there's not necessarily a moral problem with a woman going on multiple dates, but I've seen cases of women being serial daters where they constantly are going on multiple dates with multiple different men or entertaining relationships and talking to multiple different men, and none of them are really working out because I feel like women are so quick to have like a fear of a better option, to where instead of actually devoting time and getting to know somebody intentionally, they're instead just going to the next date and someone else who's new and shiny.
Do you mean like leading them on? You're talking about leading them on?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be kind of nefarious. Assuming she's not leading them on, she's just looking for the best suitor. And so she dates multiple men, but they're actually just dating. Dating doesn't have the modern connotation of sleeping with you. They're just actually going on dates. And let's say she's dating 6 at the same time to find the best suitor. What's the actual problem with that?
I mean, if it's a first date, if you're going on 6 first dates, I don't see a issue with that. It's when you're starting to continue that relationship and getting to know a person that's when you would need to shift your mindset in devoting time to actually intentionally getting to know that person. But that's my personal opinion. Morally, if a woman's going on 6 first dates, no, there's nothing morally wrong with that. If there's no sexual interactions going on there, just getting to know a person, then fine. But when you get to that 2nd, 3rd, 4th date time period and you're talking offline, you're not just talking in person on a date, then you are devoting and spending time and effort with that person and wanting to get to know them.
So I think I would agree with you here to an extent. That if you map it onto reality, that women probably aren't going to be dating multiple men if it's not to lead them on or to get some sort of resource or something like this. I understand that. I'm just curious from your purview if they're actually doing something wrong, if there's no nefarious intention behind it.
No, that's where I agree. There is, if a woman is going on multiple 1st or 2nd dates, I will say 2nd dates. At the 3rd date, you should know, who the suitors are. But 1st and 2nd date, if you're going on a couple of 1st and 2nd dates, no, there is nothing physically or morally wrong with that scenario.
Oh, Natalia. Oh, it's our friend Natalia. Hey, Natalia, thank you so much for the gifted 20 memberships. You're a legend. Always love seeing your comments after the videos. Thank you. Appreciate it, Natalia. Actually, I want to come back to something you said. So I said, I want a woman's... What did I say? I want a woman's... I want a woman to be... Oh my God, how am I blanking on the thing I just said? What did I say about exclusive, romantic and sexual... No, but it's not exclusive. What's the word I used?
Loyal.
Is it exclusive? Hold on, let me Google this then. One sec, guys. Hold on. Somebody sing a song really quick while I'm Googling this shit. Undivided. Undivided. Thank you, Nick. You're a fucking legend. Okay, I said I want a woman's undivided sexual and romantic attention immediately. And you're like, well, why do you deserve that? And I actually think that I'm giving a girl a better deal, actually, than the reverse.
What are you giving?
How many women complain about these guys are commitment phobic? They don't want to commit, blah, blah, blah. They just want to fuck around and be players.
You're giving
I actually think that I'm giving you exactly what you want. So you can hop on the ride or you can get off.
I think that's, if you are so sure about a girl and that you
so it's not about what I deserve, really. Why do I deserve it?
When you said I want this from a woman,
yes,
I didn't know what you were giving in return. If you're going to give like a lifetime commitment to her, take care of, no, not lifetime commitment.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
Dating. That's what women date for. Well, most women.
How am I supposed to give a lifetime commitment? That can. Wait, I don't really understand.
I think I can bridge the gap here. I think I see what she's saying. So your question back, you're asking, why is it that a woman should give you her undivided attention if she's dating multiple suitors, she can find the one who's going to give her a lifetime commitment? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay. So then what Brian's saying is, well, look, if it's me, I think that I'm enough of a prize, or I have enough that I'm giving immediately that I don't want to have the competition of other men that I'm competing with. And the kind of woman who would string me along to give me competition with other women, I don't want to be involved in. And you, as the person who wants his resources, you would want to take that into consideration, right? Because that would be exactly the type of steadfast man you would want a woman to be with for the rest of her life.
I don't want resources for like a short time. I want it forever. That's what I want, a full...
Yeah, I know, but the kind of man who wants your undivided attention is the type of man who's probably the most likely to give you those resources forever, right?
Most likely, yeah, but not
yeah, most likely. So then, like his point, that's checkmate for Brian then.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that would be checkmate for Brian. So if it's most likely true that the type of man who wants your undivided attention is also the type of man who's the most likely to give you all of those resources for your lifetime, then it seems like you would want a man who you gave your undivided attention to.
Most likely just doesn't cut it.
If I can add something here. So I do think that perhaps my paradigm is both an old one and a new one, insofar as my view on this is probably was actually perhaps fairly standard decades ago. But now it's kind of new because there's this expectation that, well, people are just out there dating multiple people. I certainly know on dating apps, the expectation is going to be this person's dating multiple people. You're lucky if they're not sleeping with one other person, and that's kind of a tragic thing. But it's this new paradigm, but an old paradigm. And shit, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. God damn it. Fucking. Wait, okay, so hold on. I got this. I can do this. Get it fucking together, Brian. Okay. And so it fuck. Okay, take it away, Andrew. I lost it. I'll get it back.
What you got, Andrew? I think. Should we go to the next point?
Soon, very soon. But
You're trying
oh my god,
really
I totally
hard.
lost my train of
Brian's
thought. Fuck.
checkmated himself.
No, I didn't checkmate myself. I just totally lost my train of thought, which is kind
That's a mulligan. We're gonna call that a mulligan.
That's a mulligan. That's a mulligan. I was arriving at some point, but I totally forgot. It'll probably come to me in 5 minutes when we're talking about some other shit. But wait, it was. Oh, thank you, AB Check. Okay, let me think about this for 5 seconds. Fuck, it didn't come to me. All right, we're gonna move on.
Okay, so hang on. I can jog your memory.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
here's where we were at.
Yeah.
I was saying that if it's true that she feels like the type of man who's the most likely to give her long-term resources would be the kind of man who wants and desires her attention exclusively, then I don't really understand what her argument is, because from your perspective, that's exactly what you want to be, is that man.
Yes.
So you're providing a lifetime commitment.
No? What?
Well, no, but he would be the most likely type of man who would, if he wanted your undivided attention and was giving you the resources right now, he would be the most likely to do that long term.
Why should she stop looking for other men when she might find another guy who will give her a lifetime commitment, like marriage?
Well, how would she determine which type of man's going to give her a lifetime commitment? It wouldn't be on the first date, right? So if the type of man who's going to give her a lifetime commitment, wouldn't that be exactly the type of man who would say, I want exclusivity?
I think you need to get to know a person to see whether you can trust them, and if they say they want to be exclusive, and they're looking for a lifetime commitment. I'm not saying they promise right there on the third date they want to marry. I'm just saying that that's what they want to work on together exclusively. I think then they should stop dating other people.
This is kind of weird, though, because let's assume for a second that you're in this situation where you have 3 different suitors, and the 2 suitors say they're okay with you having the other 2 suitors. They're fine with it. They'll compete. And one of the suitors says, no, fuck that. I'm not competing with nobody. I want to date exclusively, and that's that. And you need to kick these other assholes to the curb. Wouldn't that be the guy you would be most likely to think would have the long-term commitment to you?
I just don't think you can imply that it's reaching a little bit. I mean, it's nice that he wants exclusivity. That's nice. But he could just want to have her exclusively for a short time.
Yeah, but so the other 2 haven't made any commitment. They haven't even, all they've said is, sure, we'll just continuously continue. Like, you don't know, if that's all the information you have to go off of, wouldn't you go for the guy who wants exclusivity?
Well, the thing is, we don't have just 3 men to choose from. We've actually got 3 men at a time. If one guy doesn't want to wait, I don't know, not wait, but like, if one guy just can't provide commitment to a woman and he doesn't want to do that, then she should stop dating him.
But isn't exclusivity commitment?
Yeah, I guess you need exclusivity. You need a promise, like it's for a future. It's like forever. You need to like decide like how much time you're going to spend together.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not going to say I'm going to do this forever right away. But saying that I want this to be an exclusive relationship seems like that would be step one on that larger course, right?
I think it would be a bit of not a red flag. I don't want to say red flag, but like
that would be the opposite of a red flag, right?
On a first date, if a guy said, "You're the one, I want to marry you," I would be a little bit suspicious.
I wouldn't say that shit.
So you would date a girl for a few times. You said you come into her life like a train or something and be like, "You're the one, I want to be, don't be dating any other men." So how many dates?
Hopefully she's not dating other dudes even on that first date. But I will give a little bit of leeway. It's still suboptimal. The best scenario is the girl's properly single, and then from the get-go, that's the best. That will make you more appealing to a man than if he knows that you're just dating other dudes, in my view.
She's not being physical with any men.
Don't care.
Okay, well that's fine. It's up to you. If you want to date a woman who isn't dating any other men.
I don't want, here's the thing, right? I don't want a fence sitter. And as somebody, I mentioned it before, as somebody who's been on both sides of this, where women will show interest in me, I show interest in women, I take the initiative, they've taken the initiative. I want a woman who's like really fucking into me. I don't want some chick that it's like she's playing hard to get and it's a chase. It's just better if she just instantly.
Let's turn it around. Let us assume for a second that you were dating a guy who had 4 different girls he was dating. Would you recommend that the girl who said to him that she wants him to exclusively date, if his goal was long-term commitment, that he go with that one?
It's up to him, really. Like, I don't think men date for... I think if a woman was like, I want to be exclusive with you, and if he felt the same way, then he should be exclusive with her.
No, I think he's asking what advice you would give to a woman who's dating a man who's dating 5 women.
I would be like, don't sleep with him.
Yeah, right. But wouldn't you say that she should put herself in a position where it's exclusive?
That's the goal, for sure.
Right. If that's the goal, then why wouldn't that be the goal for a man as well, to say, I want exclusivity?
I'm not saying men that's not the goal. I think it's harder for a man to give up sexual exclusivity than it is for a woman to give up that. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't think men like to...
Wait, I think we're arguing a little bit past each other. So what I'm arguing, I would actually concede to you that in terms of you being able to potentially find or get find the best guy, it might be better for you as the woman to date multiple men because you have more options. However, what I'm saying is, from the guy's perspective, from the guy's view, I would find it more attractive in a woman to learn that she's just dating me, or she's not dating a bunch of other dudes. I would be much more inclined to just immediately reject her if I know she's dating other men, and I wouldn't even bother pursuing her. I'm like, it's not worth my time. Let me go find a girl who's properly single. So that's where you will end up potentially losing out on certain men by, having this sort of conduct where you're just dating around, dating multiple men. I hope you're forthcoming about that with potential partners, or men might just assume it. But it ultimately might be the best move for you, maybe. But from a guy's perspective, again, me personally, I don't encourage men to date women who are dating other men. I think it's a suboptimal dating move. Go find yourself a girl who's properly single. That's it.
Okay, I can understand how it would be unappealing if a woman was dating other men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, precisely. So I think what you're arguing is this is what's best for women, and it may very well be, but it's not really what's best, in my view, for men.
Yeah.
To date a woman who's dating other men.
Yeah, I can.
And it's 100% my view. Is my prescriptive view is, if she's sleeping with a guy, that's a no-go instantly.
Of course.
If there's another guy in the picture sexually, it's a no-go.
If a woman's kisses another guy, she should not date the other men. She should not date 3 men and be physical with them. She should just date them and don't do anything physical. Just get to know them, and then if she likes one, she's like, that's the one I want to focus on. She should focus on that one.
But a lot of men don't even realize, some men are just either maybe their dating prospects are lacking, so they're prepared to accept what I view as a suboptimal arrangement. But my strong recommendation to men, your bare minimum, looking to the men, your bare minimum ought to be you do not entertain any sort of relationship with a woman who's currently engaged in a sexual relationship with another man. That's an instant.
Of course, sexual, yes.
Done.
Absolutely. But I think women don't.
It's an instant.
Yes.
Out she goes.
I think women don't have as much time as men. So that's why I think I'm like encouraging the 3-date rule.
Sure.